Hello. Greetings. There's a lot of things happening right now. I've been ranting about this last time. They removed the old YouTube streaming dashboard and they forced us to use this new one. It's not good. It's very not good. I said this last time, I'll say it again. They give me 3 different concurrent viewership numbers, 2 of which are on the same page, and I feel like none of them are accurate. You cannot change the privacy setting of the stream once you've gone live, so I started unlisted, and I had to go into my, channel manager to change it to public. It's a whole mess. It's not good. It's very bad. But what is good is that we got a new Overwatch story in the making, and it is about Zenyatta. I feel like a lot of people are looking forward to that one. Honestly, if we all suddenly lost with Zen, maybe he'll get an actual hitbox. I don't know about that. I feel like the only hitbox adjustment I can think of was to, crap, who was it? I think it was Hammond, there was something with his head, and then there was Echo, where there was, something where she was too big. What's your opinion on the new disgusting cuties type of thing? What? I don't know what that means. What's your opinion on the new disgusting cuties type of thing? I have no idea what that means. Are we about to see machine guns and orbs? Maybe. Maybe we are. You never know. We're talking about how trash YouTube is for streaming? Yes. I don't even know if this stream is being sent out to my subscribers. I'm not too sure about that. It might not be. Maybe this is a private showing for anyone who's here right now. So, do you play Apex? No, not anymore. I played a lot at launch of the first couple seasons. Are you doing good, Cliff? I'm doing alright. My stomach's feeling a little upset today. I had too many carbs, and my stomach's not liking that. But we had cheesy pretzels, and I love cheesy pretzels, and I couldn't stop myself. Then I also had rice. That was a really bad choice. But we're not here to talk about my nutritional plan, because that's garbage anyway. Zen got buffed? Yes. So there's 2 parts of this buff that I think I even put into this video somewhere. Here it is. Yes. So, full screen this for myself. Orb of Destruction, secondary fire. Charge rate is increased by 15%, and rate of fire is increased by 8.5 to 9 shots per second. So, this is pretty big. If you can charge it up faster, that gives you a smaller window of, that gives you a lot more opportunities to actually hit flankers before they start off again, and being able to crap. I'm really bad at putting this into words. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, what this really does is improving your ability to fight flankers, and I feel like that's really good. What I don't think is good is that the buffed Discord orb is still on Zenyatta. And I think that's a problem because they just nerfed the heck out of shields. And I feel like Discord Orb, when you already have super weak shields, is so devastating to tank players that I feel like they should revert the Discord buff. Just so, tanks can be played. You got notification for the stream? Okay, so at least some people get notification. That's good. When your favorite YouTuber is streaming, it's pretty good. Hey, what's up, Martin? Who's streaming right now? What's up, Octo? I don't like the new thing they are doing with an update every week as a change don't stick, also not to mention. So what if it looks like took a while to fix goats that work the same with double shield? I mean, I'm a fan of them doing this iterative design, to be honest. At the start, every time they did an experimental card update, it was in the middle of the week, right? It was not on patch day, which was Tuesday. It was just randomly on a Monday, sometimes on a Thursday, sometimes, and that deleted replays. But the last few times they updated the experimental card, it didn't delete replays, and if that is the case, I'm a big fan of that, because they're trying out new stuff. So, hey, what's up, Trade? I don't want to be here, no. Listen here, mate. You don't just get to, come to my chat and say that, alright? Gotta be nice to me. There's this unwritten rule that you have to be nice to me, alright? I trade 5% Discord damage for fair hitbox and Zen. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd revert, if it means that I get a better hitbox, an actually good hitbox, I would gladly sacrifice all these buffs straight away. Are the buffs that good? It's not really, it's not the difference between Zenyatta being trash or not, in my opinion. They feel good, they definitely feel good, but it's not the difference maker in uncoordinated play, which is what I primarily do. Just because so many characters just still kill Zenyatta completely for free, so Alright, lads. I'm gonna show you what I've worked on so far. We are already 6 minutes into the edit, and the video is like 13 minutes long. So we're almost halfway through. There's also a little ad for Humble Bundle. I'm gonna play the ad first just to get out of the way. Again, just coming back to why streaming on YouTube is very annoying. I cannot mark this stream as sponsored, and it's not sponsored. It just makes it easier to explain. But this is an affiliate program. What I'm about to show you is a product endorsement. Okay? Just so we're all on the same page about this. I still say it in the ad as well. But just check this out. If you are interested in editing and you want to use the same editing software but an updated version that I started with, this is going to be relevant to you. So just listen to my past self here. Hey, do you want to make videos like me? Well, you're in luck because my partner Humble Bundle is currently offering a bundle filled with audio and video editing software to get you started. They're even offering an updated version of the editing software that I started off with right here on this channel. And the best thing? You can choose where your money goes. So even if you can't stand my face, you can make sure that your money ends up where it makes a difference. So what are you waiting for? Check out my affiliate link in the description below and get editing. So that's the ad at the start of the video. If you are interested in this bundle, here is my affiliate link. You can choose to not have me get any money. I cannot tell you where to spend your money, but what I will say is, do not forget that charity is a thing. I'm not going to tell you where to spend your money. I'm just saying at least consider charity, because it's for a good cause. All right. Besides that, I'm going to show you this intro I've been working on. I feel like so far I'm reasonably happy with where this is going, so if you don't want to get spoiled for the video, just for the next like couple minutes, maybe like, mute the stream, don't look at it. But yeah, it's the point of the editing stream. Let's get some feedback on where I am so far. If there was ever a hero in Overwatch that deserves his time in the spotlight, it would be Zenyatta. Ever since his introduction to the game, he was kind of there. Like, don't get me. To answer your question, Train, I started off on Studio, Vegas Studio. I think it was 12.0 back in the day. It's literally just a lightweight version of Sony Vegas Pro. So if you're getting started editing, it's perfectly fine. It has everything you need. With like, I could render in 1080p. I could do all the edits I'm doing right now. I could do in Movie Studio as well. So I think it's a good piece of software. I used it for years before I switched to Vegas Pro, and yeah, I recommend it. Don't get me wrong, he was prominently featured in the GOATS meta, and I longingly remember the days where a hyper-lethal Zenyatta-Lucio composition was actually viable. Point being, while there have been reasons to run Zenyatta, he never broadly took over the meta to the extent that, for example, Mercy did. And that's a shame, because with a damage output twice as high as your average DPS player, and intriguing character design, and the fact that you can slay people by tossing bulls at them, Zenyatta really would be a prime candidate to make for many people's main hero. If only there wasn't one glaring issue: his hitbox. Don't let any of these meta experts out there fool you. Zenyatta's viability is not at all tied to his damage output, lack of mobility, or non-existent sustain. Frankly, I do think he was fairly well designed in that regard. Every hero should have a weakness you can exploit, and if you want to have a powerful off support that adds to your team's lethality while featuring a strong defensive ultimate, then forsaking something like mobility or sustain is a fair trade-off. What isn't fair is that you can eliminate him by simply breathing in his general direction. Since he decided that floating was his preferred mode of transportation and his overblown hitbox literally does not allow for pallets to miss him, he ends up making for a bullet magnet in more than one sense. This character is more fragile than my freaking ego, and I feel like that says a lot. But fear not, children, because our Lord and Savior Jeff Kaplan has the solution: more damage! Rather than giving Zenyatta a sensible amount of survivability, the Overwatch devs figured it was a better idea to make everyone who tries to face him feel like their hitboxes are broken as well. Eye for an eye, as they like to say. The time of reckoning is finally upon us. We have doubled down on the glass cannon build, and I will gladly remind the red team of just how lethal Zenyatta can be. But not until we have covered what happened on our last episode. We had finally arrived at the finale of our Fun Police saga, and what better way to end it than playing Brigitte before she got nerfed. While terrorizing DPS players certainly was fun, that game showed me that more than wanting to become a nuisance to the enemy team, I wanted to be a pillar for my own. After all, this is Overwatch. We're here to play heroes, and there's nothing more heroic than helping out your team. But don't forget that there's more than one way to achieve that, and Zenyatta's here to show you how. What better choice is there to teach you the art of support warfare than Zen, a hero so inherently skillful that every single shot is taken with the uttermost intent. S in chat for that tracer that I totally meant to hit, by the way. This character represents the apex of skill in Overwatch, a culmination of mechanical prowess, intellectual superiority, and flawless positioning. To be a good Zenyatta player means you have mastered every single aspect of this game. Take it from me, a YouTube content creator with no known biases towards any of the characters in this game. I mean, it's not like I'm using Zenyatta as a storytelling stand-in for my videos or anything. That would be ridiculous! As far as the community is concerned, a lot of players are holding heroes like Widowmaker in high regard for taking a ton of skill, but what if I told you that I am dueling Widowmakers on a regular? Of course their DPS ego does not allow them to admit defeat to a lowly support, but you and I both know that Zenyatta is just a DPS with a support alibi. Though I would lie if I said that I didn't take any pleasure from knocking them down a peg. How can you even be mad about dying to a Zenyatta? But there is a bit of a problem. All these wonderful clips I've shown you so far, yeah, those have been recorded before the Zenyatta buff went live. And since the buff doesn't at all address why he's kind of miserable to play against anyone who even remotely knows what they are doing, I'm not too sure that anything is going to change. I mean, I guess I can do what I was already good at, even more gooder. Well, all this is speculation, and I suppose the only way to find out is by actually jumping into a match. Which means that our story today brings us back to Blizzard World. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Our story today takes place in Blizzard World. Cut the music while you say if there only was a mongling issue. I think you noticed. The reason I didn't do that is because I'm kind of, at that point, overusing the cutting the music gag. And I've already got it right here. And in for my videos or anything. That would be ridiculous! And I feel like if I do it too often, it's like, you know, it loses its punch, essentially. But other than that, yo, Sora, good luck with your classes, man. Is your current software good? I got Sony Vegas Pro 14. If I had a more powerful PC, I would also want to upgrade my software because I would want to render my videos in 1440p, which is not something I can really reasonably do. And I don't even know if Vegas 14 supports 1440p render. But yeah, if I want to upgrade to the latest version of Sony Vegas, I think it's like $250. So you can see the value of, you know, starting off with Movie Studio, which you can get for like, what, $25? So, you know. That's not. It's a characteristic. I don't know about that. I do feel like, you know, these gags have their place, but if you overdo them, then, you know, people are gonna roll their eyes and like, oh, just use the same joke over and over again, you know. I've already done it, like, you know, a bunch of times across videos. I will show you guys one thing that was kind of funny to me. Where's that one part? So obviously I've already edited a whole bunch of this like opening fight. Where's my man's Fred out here trying to play Doomfist? Check this out. Fred, the Doomfist player, tried to go for a bit more of a flanking approach. Of course, I saw right through that play and knew he was coming for us, deciding that a trial by fire was the best way to find out if that damage buff was any useful. Fred was not expecting to get flanked while flanking, finding himself eliminated before being able to make use of his character's kit. Thankfully for him, Tetsuo the Mercy player scraped him off the ground to get a shot at redemption. Now fully aware of his opponent, Fred made an attempt to engage me again, but the outcome didn't change. So here's what's cool about this buff, right? Okay, I need to get myself to shut up for a sec. If you look at this encounter specifically, Doomfist, you know, I'm charging up my right click, he's charging up his punch. And because my projectiles, because like I could charge that up to like a full 5, but by the time he punches me, he actually takes those orbs. And he loses a lot of HP. Like all the shields he gained from punching me, he lost off of my right click, and this would have not happened if they didn't buff Zenyatta. So that's what I mean by like it improves his ability to fight flankers, you know? So he's like, he eats the right click, I get punched, and here if he doesn't miss that shot, I'm dead. But he did miss that shot, so I don't know if he ran out of shotgun shots maybe, but if he doesn't miss that shot, I'm straight up dead. But yeah, I'm down 38 HP. It's like Discord basic attack dead. So yeah, Zenyatta 2, Doomfist 0. And that felt really good. That was, by the way, this was my first game on Zenyatta after the buff. I was like, wow, Zenyatta feels really good right now. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us. I mean, that's all the stream is all about that, you know? I mean, I guess it's also kind of about editing, but we don't talk about that. Thankfully, I had nothing to worry about. Oh yeah, stuff like that still happens, though. But here's me. Check this out, right? Pay attention to the mouse. Here's the mouse. Here's where I am. Reminded me that an increased damage output is... Here's Doomfist, right? And now it's like, if we had a timer for how long it takes him to kill me, it's not a flat-out solution to... I'm gone. This is all of Zenyatta's problem. He died doing it, right? Don't get me wrong. Here's what really bugs me about this part. Where is it? Despite getting pre-healed by my Ana, as well as having my entire team turn around to peel for me, deadass, my entire team turned around. Roadhog turned around, Genji dashed behind, Ana pre-healed me, Bull coming back just to attack this Doomfist. My entire team tried to peel for me, but because I didn't have a Zarya, Doomfist just gets to kill me for free. Hitbox magic would work its wonders and delete me off the map without any... There's nothing I can do about that, you know, because like, when he does that slam uppercut, he gets shields, and I can't out-damage those shields with just basic attacks. So it's like, unless I can like see into the future and like time my right click perfectly with him randomly deciding to attack me, hitbox magic would work, because I just used my right click, so I can't charge up another one. Work its wonders and delete me off. I'm gone. There's nothing I can do about that. And that's the thing, right? Because if his hitbox was sensible, then some of these pallets would miss me, because they would like run past my robot body. But because I'm like a freaking balloon man, every single pallet hits me and I die before I can react. So, yeah. I'm going to make a narrated D&D story of my own in your style. Can you give me any tips for the stories? It sounds basic. Try to have a good beginning, middle, and end. You know, focus, make sure that things you talk about are relevant to the story. You know, things you bring up at the start are things that like foreshadow things that happen in the beginning and in the end. So it's like, you know, cohesive narrative. Have the viewer be like, oh yeah, he did mention that at the start. You know, something like that. One time I shot a Zen as Reaper from almost 10 meters away and was rewarded with a near kill. Yeah. It's because anything that like shoots these like pallets, like you talk Tracer, Doomfist, Reaper, Sombra, you literally cannot miss. It's physically impossible. What's your opinion on the Roadhog Zarya meta right now? To me, it's better than Double Barrier. I hate Sigma with a passion. As a Zenyatta player, I despise Sigma. Orissa's not so bad on her own as a Zen, because like she's so easy to headshot. So once you get past the barrier, which you're really good at breaking, Orissa's not really that big a deal. But Sigma, oh my god, he has such a weird hitbox. And then if the shield is gone, which like he can just randomly pop out. So it's like you charge up your right click, you're like, haha, I got you now. Nah, bro, shield in your face. He also has the Diva suck. So it's like, everything you do as Zenyatta against a Sigma, who has a damage output of a DPS, by the way, is like really frustrating. I hate Sigma. So I'd much rather play in this meta as Zenyatta, because as a Zen, you can really pressure Roadhogs that try to flank you, than playing double shield. It's not perfect, obviously. My preferred like composition is Reinhardt Zarya Brawl. I really like playing that as Zenyatta. And we're not there right now. And I feel like Zenyatta might be part of the reason why that's not viable. I think if you nerf Discord Orb just at least a little bit, so that main tanks don't just evaporate when you look at them, maybe Reinhardt will be more viable. Hey, what's up, Laurent? Hello. One time an Ana and Zarya willingly walked away to attack Baby Diva, and then Orion charged me as Zen. It's kind of funny, to be honest. The ways I could hack this Doom, yeah. That's the reason I even started playing Sombra in the first place, bro. It's like, screw Doomfist, man. Once you're in the air, you can only pray the Doomfist messes up, yeah. And that's just not very engaging. Like, I want to have agency, like, because here's the thing, right? If the solution to not dying here is me not playing the video game, then it's poorly designed. Because, like, realistically, that Doomfist misplayed and he died for it, which is fine. But I didn't misplay. I was in a perfectly fine position. I was playing around cover, I was firing into the choke point, I was near my team, and as I mentioned before, my entire team turned around to peel for me and still couldn't save me. That's BS. That's straight up BS. If the solution is me being all the way in the back where I cannot fire into the choke, then that's not a good solution. Then that's just poorly designed. That's my opinion. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You should do D&D. Funny you say that, Peyton, because I do actually play D&D as a player every Sunday. And tomorrow, this Friday, I'm gonna try my hand at DMing. I'm going to DM a homebrew game with a custom combat system taking place in an anime setting. So I came up with a whole bunch of like really fun mechanics. As a matter of fact, I can show you guys. Hold on. Let me just make sure I don't. If any of my players are on chat right now, please don't look at this. So let me just get this really quick. I'll just show you some of the stuff that I've been working on for this D&D session I got tomorrow that I'm DMing. I'm sorry if this bores people, by the way. It's just something that I think is pretty cool. Where the heckers is it? Here we go, action system. So the campaign is called Shattered Sky. And I came up with some fun stuff here. Check this out. So, I came up with this mechanic called Acts of Heroism and Acts of Villainy, where in essence, you get advantage on things that are considered heroic, and disadvantage on things that are considered villainous. And I came up with this like pages upon pages of custom rule sets to have a like modified 5e combat system to make it much more anime-esque. And I'm super proud of that, and I really hope my players end up enjoying that. For example, there's something like, if this isn't anime, I don't know what it is, a Last Stand. The Last Stand mechanic allows a player to avoid being knocked out of combat once per day, even when suffering a hit while under the influence of lethal injury. If not healed immediately, any down check will knock the player out and add 1 failure to the death save count. And also, like, I just, check this out. So every character has, this is the character sheet for this campaign, by the way. If you know classic 5e, looks way different. This is way simplified. You have your basic ability, you have an ultimate move, you have a perk and a mutation. And, yeah. Lauren, thank you so much for your 10. Holy cow, thank you. Thank you once again. I'm sorry for boring everyone to sleep with D&D, but I'm just saying, like, I came up with, like, custom classes and custom abilities and, like, custom combat system to make this as anime as possible. And I'm really looking forward to doing it tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to have to do some more, preparations after the stream, so that's where I'm at. So yeah, my brother DMs for a D&D club we have at our church youth group. Dude, D&D is so much fun. So I'm so glad I got into D&D. Make a D&D video. I don't know that I will, because like if I monetize every hobby I have, then I just kind of run out of hobbies. You know? Finally, I'm awakened early enough for a close stream. Pog, hey, what's up, Baz? Hello. Then way to fix Doom is make the defending player do a Telltale-style quick-time event to block the opposing attack. Alternatively, Luke, just delete Doomfist, right? Anyone? No? Okay, I guess we try. You best no randomly kill characters with no counterplay like that, Doom. Yeah, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Because like, it's not... People are always like, well, but Doomfist is bad right now. It's like, yeah, so what? He's still annoying. He's just a really obnoxious character. I will never like Doomfist. Putting an orb and then hiding in spawn is more efficient than playing as Zen, I suppose, yeah. I have D&D every Monday too. I play as a Dragonborn Druid, and whenever I morph into a bear, my team calls me the fridge. Dude, at every opportunity, in every video game, when given the chance, I play the, like, rogue type character. And that's no different in D&D. My D&D group knows. The one time I didn't play a rogue, I played a monk. Which is like a rogue without stealth. So I always play rogues whenever I can. I should do a relaxing song in the background. I don't have that prepared right now, and I don't really have any like DRM-free music that I could be playing that's long enough to span the entire stream. And also, I'm editing with the music already in here, so it'll be kind of jarring. So when I'm just talking like that, I guess it's probably not very fun to just listen to me without music. I apologize for that. What do you think is the most anime-esque class in classic D&D? Probably the rogue, to be honest, right? Just like coming out of the shadows, stabbing people and stuff. One of my players came up with a like shadow type ability that they want to have, and I think that's the most anime thing that any of them have chosen. So it's like wielding shadows as your power. If a Doom killed me once as a Zen, I stopped caring about winning, and the game became about griefing the Doomfist game the best of my ability. Listen, Wargoat, if we weren't in a like time and age of role queue, I'd be hard switching Sombra then and there. In fact, I have done that before role queue. So, hey Cliff, hope you're doing well. I'm currently in an animal hospital waiting to see if my dog had a stroke or if it has an infection in her brain. Oh my god, nope! I'm so sorry to hear about that. Believe it or not, my dog. Well, that was like a few years ago. I don't remember how old my dog got. But my dog had epilepsy, so he would get strokes very often, especially in the summer. So I feel you. I hope she turns out to be okay. Nobody should have to see their, beloved animal suffer. That's not a fun thing. Sorry to hear that, man. Started D&D for the first time recently, trying out a SMR sorcerer right now. I don't know what SMR is. In fact, I've not dabbled in any of the caster classes because it's like too complicated for my small brain. I still don't know what Among Us is. I heard everybody talk about it. I think that's like a streaming game, isn't it? Never heard of a dog with epilepsy. It's like, it's hard to explain. He was heart sick essentially, and like the symptoms he had was essentially like he was having an epileptic seizure. It's really difficult to explain. We don't know how he got it because we bought him when he was still a pup, and he didn't spend a long time at the foster care, whatever it's called. So either he was mishandled or he was born with that condition. And I was too young to really understand it exactly, but that's how it was explained to me. Was that he was just getting, you know, these. I don't really want to talk about it. It makes me really sad. I love that dog. I wish I cherished him more when he was still here. I feel really bad about that. But he was, he was there for me. Big part of my childhood. So, animals are great. I love dogs. Dogs are like, dude, humans don't deserve dogs. Straight up, they're just like, they love you so unconditionally, and we're just complete assets to them. So. Just want to say that your content is really good, discussing problems that are actually important, not just this meta hero is annoying and I want it nerfed. Okay, bye, subscribe. Chris, yo, I noticed many more of my old discussion videos have been getting views recently, and I'm not very happy about that. I'm glad that you find something in those videos that you like, but I wish that YouTube pushed my story content harder. Though I guess if you only upload a video every other week, then there isn't a lot of content to push. I'm glad that you like them. I really am, but I wish that just like, people forgot about the fact that I spent so much time criticizing the game, because it was really hitting me mentally, being always like, this is bad, and that should be fixed, I much rather just tell, like, fun stories. I feel like that's more fun. You have a good spell when you roll a 3 and your group size. My dog's getting old now, it's really sad. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. This is Sony Vegas Pro 14. You can see up here in the corner. Pets are the ultimate trade-off of unconditional happiness, and I know they have to die, but it'll never happen if I protect them. Yeah, kind of like that. When are we gonna start editing and stop stalling? Oh, gosh dang it. Okay, fine. Jeez. Let me see. What did I stop? Thankfully, I had nothing to worry about, because even without my Discord or bleeding the charge, my team managed to hang in there and make sure we didn't immediately lose the objective. After I respawned, I'm telling you, man, that Doomfist was not having a fun game. That Doomfist was having a really, really bad time. Okay, so let me just get the clips that I need for that part. I was editing this earlier, and I stopped right here because I was like, dude, chat needs to see this. You lose the objective. After I respawned, attackers and defenders alike had some crucial ultimates at their disposal. Ultimates that the attackers wanted to make use of before they lost the upper hand. But there I was. Where do I cut this? Preferably. Kind of like here, I think. Yeah, let's get somewhere around here. Where's the join button? You can check my description. There's a link to the join button. Dude, don't tell me YouTube doesn't have a join button on my channel right now. I'm gonna be really upsetty spaghetti if that's the case. I appreciate the sentiment, though. I could really use some more members, to be honest. My dog is 4 years old. I'm already scared. It's something that, like, once you realize that, like, one day that's gonna happen, it's not really gonna, like, go away. You just gotta try to repress that fact. It's the upper hand. But there I was, putting their chances. Can I need my gameplay? Where's my POV? Are you guys ready for just, like, the absolute god play against this Genji? Like, this Genji doesn't understand how much he got outplayed, dude. One thing I've seen, by the way, with a lot of, like, novice Zenyatta players is they don't use Transcendence for mobility. It's like, if you already won the fight after Transcendence, or, like, the last couple seconds of your Transcendence, you really want to make sure you can reposition yourself. But there I was, putting their chances for victory at risk again with a calculated headshot on the enemy Genji. Hold up. Upper hand. But there I was, putting their chances for victory at risk again with a... Do I slow it down right here? Calculated headshot. There's that shot on the enemy Genji. His Ana had to. I think this is why I slowed down. I think I need to do some like slow mo stuff here. Oh, it's not gonna fill out the entire narration. If you're on mobile, there never is a sponsorship button. What? Come on, YouTube! It's the current year. You gotta have a like sponsorship button on the freaking mobile. Sea of Thieves was a great video. Yo, thank you so much, dude. Sea of Thieves, like these videos are so fun. I say these videos because like I got more content to come. For anyone that hasn't gotten the memo yet, essentially, I'm planning to continue doing Overwatch stories every other week as I have before, but I'm gonna fill out the blank week with Sea of Thieves. So that's the plan. Hey, thank you, Nathaniel. This reminds me of the clip where a guy was mugging a grandpa, and grandpa said, "Call the ambulance, but not for me." Pulls out a gun on the mugger. Oh my god. You're the grandpa, and Doom and Genji are the muggers. Jesus. iPad, you can't see community posts? What? You once said a McCree can't hit the shot, and you can. And Tour a support player, but you can play Zen and Ana, who are the support that rely on aiming. Aiming on Zenyatta is really easy, because he shoots projectiles, and projectiles in Overwatch are like notoriously massive. So it's way easier to hit than with a hit scan. Unless we're talking about Soldier 76, which is designed to be easy. Alright, wish for the best there, Nope. I wish dogs lived longer than us, man. Dogs deserve it. We adopted my dog when I was 5. She was about 1 to 2. She's quite old, but I grew up with her. Oh man, I'm getting a little emotional. Tell that to the kids in my fight games. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine, just a little bit upsetty spaghetti stomach, but other than that, I'll be doing fine as well, crazy. In my plat games, that makes sense. His Ana had to give him a nano boost just to keep him alive, but little did he know that I had an ultimate of my own. The moment he dashed. But little did he. Okay, now we're gonna do a little cheat, because as you can see, if I just let this play, then I'm already using my Transcendence. I don't want to be doing that here yet. So, we're gonna get a little cheeky. Nobody will know if we zoom in. Mwahaha. Trying to center this. Chat. I won't tell them if you won't tell them. Wait a second, what? Why is that? Oh, is it because the camera's shaking? The camera's shaking in it. It's not. Hold up. Oh, it had like this one shake. Wow. Also, what did my phone go off for? Oh. Don't you love when you get ads in your not ad folder? I love it. Alive, but little did he know that I had an ultimate of my own. Aw, crap. You can kind of tell that I did the cheeky here. G. His Ana had to give him a nano boost just to keep him alive, but little did he know that I had an... Because, like, you can see that I shot here. I'm alive, but... Oh, I know what we can do. We can just, instead of picking this... Check this out, dude. I have the solution. I'm so hecking smart. So absolutely hecking smart. And good looking. Check this out. But little did he know that I had an ultimate of my own. God, I'm so smart. Fixing this problem. What's poppin'? Just a little bit of editing, talking to chat. May I ask what editing software you're using? I am using, you can read up here, Sony Vegas Pro 14. If you're looking for an editing software, #ad, to get started with, I recommend this bundle. This is an affiliate link. Essentially, you're getting the beginner version of Sony Vegas Pro, which is called Movie Studio. And it's like essentially all the same functionality, but it has some less features, like the professional features. But it's really cheap, and you can choose to, give me money with your purchase, or give money to charity with your purchase. All that is an option with that affiliate link. Oh, that was not the right one. I'm sorry. It was not the right link. This one. Yeah, humbleone.com/software usons. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I started off with Movie Studio before I did Sony Vegas, so. Yeah, it is so literally like, no, you're not doing that right now. One time I saw Zen and Mercy killing anyone before the DPS kid, and we won. Good. As they should, to be honest. Don't worry about it, Forrest. YouTube's being weird anyway, so. I just make coffee with brown sugar instead of regular sugar, and it's actually pretty pog. I didn't know there was a difference. I don't think I have brown sugar, Brandon. I mean, I also don't put sugar into my coffee, so there's that. Why no face cam? I don't know, just not feeling like it. That's really about it. I need the screen real estate, you know what I'm saying? To keep him alive, but little did he know that I had an ultimate of my own. The moment he dashed. Okay, now we have the choice of a few really cool shots I got here. So this is the first one. The moment he dashed into me, I transcended into a... Hold up. The moment he dashed into me, I transcended into a realm of intellectual superiority, denying the dash reset. It doesn't work out with the timing. Dash reset, and thusly causing him to fall into the water. Let me see. The moment he dashed into me, I transcended into a realm of intellectual superiority, denying the dash reset, and thusly causing him to fall into the water. We might have to do a cheeky on this one again. This is so funny to me, by the way. Because, like, I'm sure what he expected to happen was, like, kill, dash reset, and then dash out again, but he just, like, fell into the water. Oh, poor Genji. Causing him to fall into the water. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a cheeky here. I mean, Doomfist was the least of... Hold up. If was... Might have to work with slow motion here. I spent too much time like narrating this, to be honest. The moment he dashed into me, I transcended into a realm of intellectual superiority, denying the dash reset and thusly causing him to fall into the water. At the same time... Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. I'll do storytime videos, maybe play Overwatch again. Hey, what's up, Nick? That's nice. I'm always super happy when people say that, when like they see the fun parts of the game, you know? Brown sugar is just sugar made with molasses. It adds a nice, deep, rich flavor. Interesting. I wish you got another support like Zen or Ana with a high skill cap. I just want another fun support. I don't know if Zen and Ana are fun because of their skill cap, but they're like the only fun supports for me. I mean, Lucio's also fun, don't get me wrong, but he's not like my go-to when you would ask me, what do you think are the most fun supports? So... Can you mod this account? The other account was my screen wave font. This is my private. Oh, I see. Remind me after stream, because like everything about this interface is really weird. I'm sorry. Yeah, this Genji just like, oh man, I would feel bad for him, but I don't. That's all I have to say about that. This Genji reminds me of when I kicked the Genji from climbing back to land. That's so hilarious. It's like Mufasa all over again. He fell and saw the look in my 9 eyes. She had a bloop sound effect when Genji was in the water. I'm wondering, do I have the sound of this? Or was I listening to music? To fall into the water. At the same time... Wait a second. The water. At the same time... Okay, I could rip the Genji falling off the map sound effect and just add it there. I should make a note for that. Hold on. Sticky note. 6:39. Oh crap! I need to make a new sticky note. Here we go. 6:39. Add Genji screaming sound effect. There we go. So I won't forget. If I still forget, call it on the comment section. Oh, what? Hold on. What? I did not mean to do that. Whoopsie daisy. Why did that happen? That's really weird. I hope I didn't have anything incriminating, like the next video that's gonna happen. That would be really weird. Oh well. It's a bad habit to have all of my projects on the desktop, huh? Oh well. Have you watched Food Wars? Yes, I watched the first 2 seasons, and like midway through the second season, it started getting really boring, if I recall correctly. It started really fun, but then it was like the part where they are just like in the same building the entire time, and like half of them were caged and had to like commentate on the cooking. It was super boring. It was just like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, been there, done that, seen this already. It was much more dynamic before that, so. Oh yeah, it's from Black Clover. I don't even care about the like wheat background. I think it's a nice background, honestly. We have anime background music in all of my videos. What did you think where I got them from? So you might have culture with your background? Yes. All of you are also weeps if you watch my videos, by proxy. FYI. Causing him to fall into the water. At the same time, I'm shot. The guy that uses anime OSTs watches anime. Best Overwatch season? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I like goats, personally, because like I could play Zenyatta. Cliff has the power of anime on his side when he fights Doom and Genji. Exactly. How about the Mario 64 water theme when the Genji falls into the water? I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. Fairly certain. Do you support an Overwatch League team? I did before this season, where they did this way. They made this really weird decision where they're like, if you live in Europe, surely you only care about European teams, right? Right? So it's like all the matches that are like friendly for your time zone are like London Spitfire. Have fun. But I, a man of culture, support the New York Excelsior. If I want to watch the New York Excelsior play, I gotta stay up till like 4 in the morning. Guess who's not staying up till 4 in the morning to watch that garbage? It's really odd, dude. The thing is, if I can't watch most of it, then I'm not even gonna bother watching it. I'm not one of those people that's like, I only watch when my team is playing. I think that's lame. I want to see like the storylines develop, you know? I want to see most of the games. And the first season of the Overwatch League, I watched most of the games. So, I'm sorry, but this whole switch they made when they went to YouTube, the whole like time zone jiggering, I never know when the games are running, dude. It's like, sometimes they start when I wake up, sometimes they start when I go to bed, sometimes they start just midday. It's like there's never a consistent schedule that I can follow, because it feels like it's running all the time and never at all, because it's like for different time zones. It's stupid. I hate it. It's like they really messed it up with this season, man. I stopped watching it. I'm sorry. It's a tangent. Ghosts was fun, but I might be saying that because I'm a Ryan main. Dude, I played everything in Ghosts. I played every single hero in Ghosts, and I liked it. I didn't want to say it out loud because everybody hated Goats so much, but for me it was like, Goats was like the apex of team play in ladder play. Well, like, if you want to play Goats and you want to win on Goats, people actually have to play together. And now this like dumb, I'm gonna go on the flank as Genji, nano me. You know, I hate that, dude. I want like, this is a team game, bro. Like, make it a team game. That's why I like Goats. How about you try Subnautica story? I'd just be ripping off Neebs Gaming at that point. They've already done that, and they've done it way better than I ever could. I was staying up to watch Hot Buffer get to turn on his screen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chris gets me. My headphones just died, so I had to have to stream for a sec. At the least, you got another ad. Nice, thank you. More ads, Poggers. Dive takes more team playing coordination, otherwise you just feed. I mean, that was accurate for like the later iteration of Goats as well. Because like the first version of Dive was really just like dumb easy. It's like your diva goes in, holds right click, which she could do for like an eternity back then. Your Winston jumps in, holds left click, and then all the other people just like jump after them and also hold left click. There was like no finesse to it. It was grossly overpowered and broken. Towards the end of it, Dive was phenomenal. Dive was really fun if you're not a support. Like, if you play something other than Lucio as a support in Dive, you're not having a fun time, straight up. If your team is worse than the enemy team, you're not having a fun time. But if you're like a Diva, a Tracer, a Winston, a Genji player, Dive towards the end of its lifespan was phenomenal. And people are like, oh yeah, Goats was like so brain dead, because it was at the start, but then they kept nerfing it. Well, like towards the end of it, it was just like a really fun team play. It's like ultimate death ball, really. So Sombra was better than Goats? Yeah, Sombra could shut down Goats as well. Reinhardt Zarya Deathball is still my favorite composition to play Zenyatta on, for sure. I love the 5 minutes of editing and 10 minutes of procrastination and talking to chat. I mean, if I just wanted to edit, I'd just be editing off stream, you know? I'm kind of just here to talk to chat mostly, giving a bit of a preview. Maybe try Valorant or Hyperscape or WoW or TF2. Valorant is like boring as all heck. It's probably the most boring game I've seen in my life. Hyperscape is too high intensity. It's like the 8 p.m. on that game, and like it's so chaotic that like it will be really difficult to make a story on it. And also it's a battle royale. That's like I feel like I'm kind of over battle royale. WoW Omega LoL, by the way. WoW is like in the worst state it's ever been, and the next expansion looks like complete hot garbage. And TF2 I've never played. What exactly is GOATS? It's a 3 support 3 tank. Do you have a Switch? Nope, I do not. You're the funniest person I've ever watched. Thank you. I am indeed hilarious. Have you ever heard of Bioshock? I love Bioshock. Oh my god. People trash all over Bioshock Infinite. I thought Infinite was great. I don't know that was as good as the first one, but homie, I love Bioshock. Bioshock's great. Should tune back into the Overwatch League for the playoffs and grand finals and check the schedule. The thing is that like the playoffs and the grand finals have no meaning to me if I haven't seen the story leading up to it. Because it's just like a bunch of faceless teams with like players I've never seen before, with like the odd player that I do know. And then it doesn't mean anything to me, because I haven't seen like the struggle of a team like getting all the way up there, or like the domination of a team just like trying to hold onto the first place and trying to like get what's rightfully theirs. It means nothing to me because I haven't been following the season. So wasn't Dive's last few months a live moth meta? Because everything after that was a hollow, sad version of its old self. Yeah, you could still do like some version of Dive in the moth meta, yes. I liked it when Zen was at the center of attention of the meta, so what I mean is when the universe never existed. Exactly, yeah. There was never a meta where like Zen was the defining hero. Kind of like the moth meta. A lot of Blizzard games happen in the worst state they've ever been. It's almost like they don't know what they're doing. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy concept. As a Tracer 1 trick, I remember its slow death vividly, my bad. Random thing at the beginning, I thought your name was Cliff Theories instead of Terios. Listen, maybe we should. Maybe it's just a theory. A game theory. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm gonna get copyright struck with that. The best thing about GOATS was not having to deal with multiple heroes jumping one immobile target while D.Va pretended. Yeah, that's the thing. Because like what I hate about Overwatch is when everyone's just doing their own thing. It's like, oh yeah, Hammond is just out there doing Hammond things, you know, like Doomfist is setting up some weird rollout, and then Genji is like trying to like 1v1 somebody. I like when everybody's playing together as a team. I like deathball compositions because it's like you know the standoff type of compositions. It's like mano a mano facing off on the objective, see who comes out victorious. I love that. I think it's way more fun. You had Noella's background. Have you seen the most recent Black Clover manga chapter? I do not watch the manga. But I'm banking episodes right now. I'm banking episodes. I think I got 6 episodes. I'm like 6 episodes behind right now. My wife divorced me because I shat in the sink. That seems unreasonable to me. I do that all the time. I'm just kidding. That's disgusting. Excuse me? Have I played Hearthstone? Yeah, but never again. I don't have the money to keep up with that game. Hold on. I'm back. She has a fungal infection in her brainstem. Didn't even know that could happen, but she'll be fine with some rest medication. Thank God. I'm so happy to hear that. Nope. Cliff theory. Maybe cliffs are actually made by aliens. Yeah, that could be a whole channel right there. And Mercy's just flying away. Hold up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mercy's just flying away. I hate characters that run away. So annoying. Can you give advice about Zen? Don't play Zen. Play a hero that's actually fun. Play a hero that doesn't have a broken hitbox. Play a hero that doesn't need a babysitter. What's up, Solace? Beyblade meta was good? Excuse me? I guess it depends on what heroes you were playing at the time, huh? Yes, that's gonna be a Sea of Thieves. That's gonna be like, you know, gonna be one Overwatch video this week, next week Sea of Thieves, week after the Overwatch again. So it's always gonna be like every 2 weeks. And they just keep changing, you know. It's gonna be one Sea of Thieves to every Overwatch. Yeah, the real problem with the Hog Zarya meta is the snipers, not the Hog Zarya. Can you do an episode about trying to eat Ultis Diva? While Hog and Zarya meta? I don't know about that. It's gonna be like giving me a free ultimate charge there. Unlike the video for 69 likes. No, give me more likes. Make it 6,900. Captain, look! I love that video, dude. It's great. Started making Sea of Thieves right when I got it. Dude, Game Pass. Anyone who hasn't played Sea of Thieves yet, you can get your first month of Game Pass for $1 and try it out. It's really fun. My mom wants me to stop watching YouTube for now. I shall be the first one this Zen story. Oh, I did. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate that. How do you find Zen to play, and how do you get him as a main in the first place? I don't know. I feel like you don't really choose your main. Your main chooses you. It's just you play a bunch of characters, and you just so happen to be good at one of them. And for me, that happens to be Zenyatta. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Zenyatta. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm kind of decent at that relative to my other heroes. 69,420 likes the milestone. Let's get it. S Catty. We have film, game, food theory. What's going to be next if there's going to be any? Cliff theory. Told you, man. It's going to be my channel. This is a good hero if you want to get good at dodging attacks and aiming. I don't know. You don't really do as much aiming as people say, because like his projectile hitboxes are massive, and you don't really do a lot of dodging more than you do hiding. So I don't know. It's like Zenyatta is like one of those heroes. He only ever works if you play against a bad team, or if you have like a phenomenally good team, like people that actually play together. So it can happen if you're like a grandmaster, I suppose. But you know, if you play him in quick play, for example, you just gotta hope that the enemy teams are bad. Really. I played a bunch of characters and was bad at all of them, so I chose the easiest. I mean, that's one way to go about that. Gamescom was ages ago. Little Nightmares 2, here I come. Be back in like 10 minutes. Alright, Chris. Yeah, you cannot dodge with a hitbox like that. You literally get hit around corners. Oh, that was my coffee. Let me have a sip of water and then we edit another like 30 seconds. I always feel bad when I start editing because like I see the like chat scrolling to my left, my peripheral vision. I'm like, oh no, I'm missing chat. But you know, it's an editing stream, not a talking stream. At the same time, we have been hitting the opposition with a nano blade of our own, taking. Alright, cool. Let's get these back. Does it say how long I've been streaming? By the way, thanks YouTube. I cannot at a glance tell how long I've been streaming for. Because I feel like all I've done is talking and my throat is like sore. I can feel that. Alright, my Genji was alright here. Editing on an editing stream. Ew, yeah, you're right. I should stop that. That's kind of disgusting, man. At the same time, we have been hitting. Can I time this properly? The water. At the same time, we have been hitting the opposition with a nano blade of our own, taking heads in quick succession and really driving home the fact that this objective was ours for good. Our steadfast defense remained unbroken as the attackers were cleanly sliced into bite-sized pieces. I was off to a panorama shot as we get ready for the ad break. Bite-sized. Oh wow, my audio just broke. Holy crap. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Here we go. Pieces. I was off to a great start on my first Zenyatta game after the buff, but we shouldn't underestimate the attacker's resolve. Because as we all know, if there's one thing that's always on the table in Overwatch, it's a comeback. There's one thing that's always on the table in Overwatch, it's a comeback. Ad break. Every team. And there we go. That's where it starts again. I thought this was WoW Classic footage at first. Dude, if there's one thing I'm happy I did, it's no-lifing WoW Classic for like 2 months. WoW Classic was the most fun I had in gaming in a really long time. Imagine if that never existed, then Overwatch would be exact same. I hate that you're right about that. I really do. I just like invisible characters in games, so it was easy. Funnily enough, when because I got this affinity for rogue characters, when they announced Sombra, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna main Sombra. But then the launch Sombra was really underwhelming. So I still play Sombra, you know, by proxy of liking rogue type characters. But she never became my main because she was so underwhelming at launch. Every team 58 minutes. Wow, I spent like an hour just talking to one of my voices that deserves a shot at redemption, and after a crushing defeat during the last team fight, the attackers decided it was about time for theirs. The red team's opening playstyle Fred fruitlessly tried to get into. Okay. Oh, you're gonna love this one shot. You're gonna be like, wow, there goes Doomfist getting your free kill again. Let me see. The red team's opening playstyle Fred fruitlessly tried to get into a beneficial position, and wasn't it for his... Okay, I have to time this with him using his ultimate. And wasn't it for his get out of jail free ultimate, he would have been punished for his lackluster gameplay again. But... okay, hold up. The red team's opening playstyle Fred fruitlessly tried to get into a beneficial position, and wasn't it for his get out of jail free ultimate, he would have been punished for his lackluster gameplay again. But who even... now this works out. This works out. Objective grew very slim. For gameplay again. But who even needs to put a modicum of effort into their gameplay when you can just get a free kill before once again feeding your brains out? With a that point... again, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, what am I supposed to do as a Zenyatta, you know? It's like, I try to play the pole, right? I'm like, check this out. I'm hiding behind the pole, still nukes 90% of my health with it. Before once again, literally nothing I can do. He just presses that button and decides I die. So it's, again, he died after that. It's not like he gets away with it, but he keeps killing me, and it's like, there's nothing I can do on the zero. Zenyatta's just so incredibly, horribly designed. I need this for my Anna's POV, because she just absolutely destroyed that guy. Let me see. No, I'm not taking this entire thing. Should we play Brazilian music? I don't know any Brazilian music. Like, I would like to imagine you play the Fun Police as a main more like for fun, but I can't. I mean, the thing is, honest to God, I play Overwatch, like, once I have the gameplay, I don't even play the game anymore. Because, like, I'm busy making the video. So it's like, I only play until I have the footage that I need to make a video. So I don't play as much Overwatch anymore as you think. I'm not like a streamer. You know, streamers make money by playing the game. I make money by making videos about the game. And to make videos about them, I have to stop playing it. So I've noticed that I've been getting worse at the game. So that's definitely a thing. And I am getting new internet. This probably doesn't matter to any of you guys, but maybe I will stream more once my new internet is here. I'm not buying higher speeds, I'm just trying to buy more reliability. Because anyone who's been on my streams knows that my internet just like randomly dies and it's really annoying. But at that point, the enemy Doomfist was the least of our concerns, as the opposing... oh my god, why is my audio keeper... I really need a new PC, dude, it's so annoying. The tanks cleaved their way through AZ's concerns. At that point, the enemy Doomfist was the least of our concerns, as the... actually, I can move this a little bit forward, I think. But at that point, the enemy Doomfist was the least of our concerns, as the opposing tanks... wait a second. Of our concerns. I love how you just lay some ragdoll at the wall. I love ragdolls in games. They're fantastic. Fantastic. Chance you to make a parody of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, and the whole video was just Zen using trans blinding everyone. I don't even get that reference, to be honest. Cliff should stream playing Overwatch with us. We had that one stream where we played custom games together. We end up making like classic Overwatch thing where we disabled all the DLC characters. It was really fun. But again, it's just like this constant anxiety of like my internet can die at any point in time. And I keep getting ping spikes. It's so annoying, dude. So maybe once I have my new internet, I'll consider it. But streaming Overwatch is hard, man. It's like, I don't know. It's a hard game to stream for me. Maybe if I was bad at it, I don't know, concerns as the opposing tanks cleave their way through AZ's minefield. The red team seem very angry about the course this match has taken so far, deciding that the only way to gain control of the first point was by annihilating our tank line. And you know what? They made a good point. And you know what? The classic. You all see it coming. It's like, you hear me, you hear me enunciate it like this, and you know exactly what's happening as far as that is, because you're like, you know what, dude? Come on, Cliff. Like, I've seen this play out before. All right, come on. You know exactly what I'm going for here. And you know what? They made a good point. Most of our team adapted a very evasive playstyle that saw our tanks function as, well, just really fat DPS. Let me see. Oh, I don't have that footage? Hold on. Okay, that sucks. Was this when they already capped? I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Anyone seen the Rise of Farah, the soldier? Not really, no. You'll be remembered as the one who opened DPS eyes. I feel like Zen is a good hero to get an anti-CC ability to himself and his teammates like Moira. I don't know. I don't want to have them mess with that. I just want them to fix the hitbox. Yo, Ben, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Who needs DPS? Nobody if you have Zenyatta. Without shields and snipers, Farah's a nightmare. I don't know, I feel like McCree is still like a really good answer to Farah. Pause, champ. I second zoom in on Ragdoll somewhere in the video? Yeah, maybe I should, huh? Maybe I should. Maybe I should zoom in on that. This was the least of our concerns. That's the opposing. It's just so funny to me. I don't. Does he keep looking at him? I don't know if I can time it properly. No, it's not long enough. Sad. Sad. Well, at that point, the enemy Doomfist was the least of our concerns, as the opposing tanks. It's just so funny to me. Cleave their way through AZ's minefield. The red team seem very angry about the course this match has taken so far, deciding that the only way to gain control of the first point was by annihilating our tank line. And you know what? They made a good point. Most of our team adapted a very evasive playstyle that saw our... am I lacking footage here? It's the real question. They already capped at this point. I have an idea. Maybe that's gonna work out. Let's see. No, what? What? They made a good point. Most of our team adapted a very evasive playstyle that saw our tanks function as, well, just really fat DPS heroes. So long that AZ and Polish were alive to disrupt the lineup, it's like we were fighting the enemies with 5 DPS. And once both of them were taken care of, our chances to hold onto the objective grew very... Seems right. Seems alright at first glance. Give me this. Give me this clip. I want this clip. It's my clip. The lineup, it's like we were fighting the enemies with 5 DPS, and once both of them were taken care of, our chances to hold onto the objective grew very slim. Now that the red team successfully assembled on the objective, they were in a position where they could dictate the pace of the next team fight. I made an attempt to... It's about Zenyatta again, chat. Here's me walking back from spawn. Get used to the sight of that when you play Zenyatta. Okay. Can I just... No, wait. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait. No. Crap. Okay. I get to the part where I get healed by my Ana. I was like, I got somewhere around here. I mean, they are just really fat DPS, to be honest. August Fat Reaper. You know what? I never thought about it that way. Yeah, you're right. Have you tried totally accurate battle simulator? I feel like that your type of video would go very well with the game. I don't know. I don't really like going for games that are like memes. Like the whole merit of the videos being a meme, kind of like Surgeon Simulator. Because I want to tell like quote unquote actual stories. And I feel like Sea of Thieves is a great platform for that. Because like every session in that game is like its own story. And it has like, you know, it can have a proper beginning, middle, and end. Versus in Overwatch, I need to make up a lot of stuff to make this work. Team fight. I made an attempt to get a couple cheeky eliminations to combat their ever-increasing momentum, but their Zarya was perceptive enough to not only spot me, but also chase me away. Thankfully, my Ana... Okay. Also chase me away. Thankfully, my Ana... Alright, Ana. By the way, my Ana in this game was, like, phenomenally good. I think she died maybe once. Or twice, I don't know. Like, she was keeping everyone alive, but even though everyone's, like, running around, like, I don't know, wild monkeys. Being, like, always evasive. Chase me away. Thankfully, my Ana was there to keep me healthy, and while I'm fairly certain that the enemy Zarya, I felt very smug. Thankfully, my Ana... Thankfully, my Ana was there to keep me healthy, and... I have a shot for that, don't worry about it. I just have to find it. It's just a matter of finding it. I think this is it. After having been trapped in their spawn for close to a minute, it's about right. Thankfully, my Ana was there to keep me healthy, and while I'm fairly certain that the enemy Zarya felt very smug about forcing me to disengage, my Roadhog showed up behind her in true point me at the guy that bullied you fashion. And while I'm fairly certain that the enemy Zarya felt very smug about forcing me to disengage, my Roadhog showed up behind her in true point me at the guy that bullied you fashion. I think it's good. Is Cliff your real name, or why did you use it? It's a long story. It's like... It's not my real last name, I can tell you that much. It's like... I don't know what I want to get into it, because it's like a really long, really nerdy story. How do you say Bridget? You know, Bridget. Like every American commentator. Because it's totally Bridget. I didn't get a notification for the stream, nor in Discord. Big sad, at least you're streaming. It's been over an hour? Yeah. I don't usually stream very long, do I? Okay, at least the one on Discord actually went off from my end, so. Okay. Behind her in true point me at the... How long did it take to edit one of your videos? Oh my god. Too long. Way too long. I should preface this by saying I'm not the fastest editor ever. A lot of what takes long about making these videos are these like small artistic choices I make all the time. It's like, you know, which shots do I want to use? How do I want to frame this? Do I want to change something about the story? You only see the like the peak of the iceberg, really. Like when I stream, most of the video is already done. Like this entire blob of like this purple you see here that says VO, all of that, you know, needs to be recorded and edited. Music needs to be added. Sometimes I do like little funnies here and there. It's a very simple edit because it's really just like clip after clip after clip. But, you know, my indecisiveness does not help. It takes a long time. It's like, there's a reason you only see a video every other week. Let's just put it that way. Not gonna lie, the more I watch this edit, the more I want to see the finale. Pinky, promise you watch the video when it goes live, because I need those views. Tell the story on stream sometime? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Watching the stream reminds me how you're just a human and not just some Zen god. It's true. Yeah, I'm actually kind of bad at the game. Alright. Yet the guy that bullied you fashion. The eliminations that Roadhog and I accumulated ended up actually making a big... Alrighty. I have a shot for that. I remember. Wait a sec. Hold on. I thought I had a shot for that. Turns out I don't. Turns out I do not. Okay. You fashion. The eliminations that Roadhog and I accumulated ended up actually making a big difference as our team was fully prepared to take a fight in a choke point against an opponent that was bleeding manpower left, right, and center. While little hydrant was left at the... That doesn't really work out as far as like the timeline is concerned. Well, little hydrant was left, right, and center. Well, little hydrant was left. The eliminations that Roadhog and I accumulated ended up actually making a big difference as our team was fully prepared to take a fight in a choke. Oh, I gotta record a new thing for that. I hope they don't delete my replays, because that would suck if they did that, as a matter of fact. Let me just make sure that I have this as a backup. Oh, I see what I was going for. Okay. I remember now. There was bleeding manpower left, right, and center. While little hydrant was left at the enemy's disposal turned into a death trap, thanks to my onslaught of Discord orbs and the sniping prowess of Mayana. AZ Finch. While little hydrant was left at the enemy's disposal turned into a death trap, thanks to my onslaught of Discord orbs and the sniping prowess of Mayana. Into a death trap. Do we zoom in on the dying Doomfist? Just cause maybe we do. I thought the balloons are exploding as this is happening. Do not take notes. There's better ways of doing this than what I'm doing right now. There's like way better ways of doing this. It's just what I know, what is convenient to me. Death trap, thanks to my onslaught of Discord orbs and the sniping prowess of Mayana. AZ. Well, little hydrant was left at the enemy's disposal turned into a death trap, thanks to my onslaught. Thanks to my onslaught of Discord orbs and the sniping prowess of Mayana. AZ Fin. I'm gonna have to think about that. How do you decide what match to use for a video? It's usually, while I'm playing it, it's like something odd has to happen. You know, it's like something out of the ordinary has to happen. And that's not always easy, because most matches are like sometimes I'm like, oh, this is kind of a mundane match that I'm turning into a video. But yeah, you're just looking for people to like do something that's weird and out of the ordinary. And then see if you can build an entire story about that. We put food directly into our bloodstream. That's the way to go. How do you decide what to... Oh yeah, I already read that one. Okay. AZ Finch and I have been working like a well-oiled machine while Polish continued being a disruptive force of nature. The red team may have claimed the objective, but that does not... Do I have any shots for that? I don't know that I do. Dang it. I don't know where this starts right now. Oh, I can use my POV for that, because that was kind of neat. Hold on. I like that. Prowess of Mayana. AZ Finch and I have been working like a well-oiled machine while Polish continue being a disruptive force of nature. The red team may have claimed the objective, but that does not mean that we are planning to let them deliver it. The ferocity of our gameplay knew no limits, and what started off as a choke point hold was now turned into an outright spawn camp. Okay. I can dig the music. I can dig the music. So that was 346. Okay. Trying to let them deliver it. The ferocity of our gameplay knew no limits, and what started off as a choke point hold was now turned into an outright spawn camp. The ferocity of our gameplay knew no limits, and what started off as a choke point hold was now turned into an outright spawn camp. After having been trapped on their spawn for close to a minute, the enemy team made the executive... Okay, alright. There was a Winston. Oh my god. Poor Widowmaker. I'll take that. I'll take that club. I like that. Turned into an outright spawn camp. After having been trapped on their spawn for close to a minute, Okay, I have the Winston gameplay, right? If I don't have the Winston gameplay, I did the big doo-doo. Oh, here we go. Here it is. You don't have to read chat, we're just having dumb conversations about portion sizes in America? Okay. You do you, chat. You do you. Cliff is the best Overwatch creator. Change my mind. I appreciate it, Marvin. Glad if you like it. Let's just keep it civil in chat. That's all I'm asking for. Wait a minute. The enemy team made the executive decision to swap some heroes. An increase in mobility for their entire composition meant that their chances of removing me and my pesky Discord orbs increased. I feel like I need to like... Do we have it? Yeah, okay. The enemy team made the executive decision to swap some heroes. An increase in mobility for their entire composition meant that their chances of removing me and my pesky Discord orbs increased. But if it's just barely not long enough to fit this. The enemy team made the executive... That's what she said. ...decision to swap some heroes. An increase in mobility... I think my best bet is going here. So where's the point where he switches to Winston? That's what I need to know. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. I found it. How do you feel about Gordon Ramsay? I mean, I find his... I watch a lot of Kitchen Nightmares, so I thought it was pretty entertaining. The enemy team made the executive decision to swap some heroes. And did they switch anything else? I feel like they didn't. The enemy team... I mean, they did switch off Genji onto Widowmaker, which is arguably a decrease in mobility, but you know. We don't talk about that. For the sake of the storytelling, this is all that matters. The enemy team made the executive decision to swap some heroes. An increase in mobility for their entire composition meant that their chances of removing me and my pesky Discord orbs increased. But if you think that I won't... How do I handle this now? It's just barely not long enough. We pay for healthcare with our paychecks, then pay taxes. Does not sound like a good system to me. Hammer Torbis fun size Ryan changed my mind. You know what? Sounds about right. America does not have parental leave. America doesn't have a lot of things that they should have, to be honest. I don't know that I can get away with like 0.9ing this. It's gonna look weird, isn't it? An increase in mobility for their entire composition meant that their chances of removing me and my pesky Discord orbs increased. But I mean, you can tell it's a little slower, but it's not that bad. It's gonna be fine. Check me out. Frontlining Zenyatta. Ready to go into the enemy spawn. Man, I love that. I love doing that. But if you think that I won't build Transcendence just to save my own skin, then surely you must be new to the channel and should consider hitting that subscribe button. What if I just do this instead? An increase in mobility for their entire composition meant that their chances of removing me and my pesky Discord orbs increased. But if you think that okay, maybe we can fix it like that. An increase in mobility for their entire composition meant that their chances of removing me and my pesky Discord orbs increased. Like, look at this beautiful, right? Like, oh my god. Meant that their chances of removing me and my pesky Discord orbs increased. But if you think that I won't build Transcendence, just to save my own skin, then surely you must be new to the channel and should consider hitting that subscribe button. Heck, smash that like button as well while you're at it. SEO optimization right there, goodness. Someone who's never edited for a long time, how is it listening to yourself talk over and over? Like when you need to fix a problem and have to listen to The Simpsons again and again. I kind of blank it out, to be honest. Sometimes when it's like really bad, like it's a problem that I have to spend a long time fixing, then it does get annoying. But usually I just blank it out. We are also #1 Rona, so we also have that. Oh man. Zenyatta got buffed, which was weird because he doesn't have muscles. Yeah. Watching you edit is surprisingly entertaining. It has given me new appreciation for videos. Yo, Gamers Watch, thank you, man. Hey, I mean, if you find it entertaining, that makes me happy. I'm not really trying, to be honest, because, I don't know. It's weird to me, because to me, it's like I'm just sitting here, like, editing, right? I don't really consider myself very funny on the spot, which is why I write all of my jokes. Of course, Winston tried to dive me once again after my Transcendence faded, but he grossly underestimated my team's desire to keep me alive. I surely have that clip, right? Oh, I deleted the clip, didn't I? Oh, I didn't. It's right here. Here's him backing out. Here we go. I'll do this later. I don't have the footage for that. Of course, Winston tried to dive me once again after my Transcendence faded, but he grossly underestimated my team's desire to keep me alive. The Monkey Man's... Oh, poor Winston, man. He tried to jump out of the way from that hog ults just to run to me discording him and my team be like, no, go away. You don't get to kill our Zenyatta. Man, that team was so good. It's like, it's so rare to have a team in quick play that like plays together and then one that, you know, makes sure that everyone's safe. Be alive. The Monkey Man's found himself eliminated, though it wouldn't take long for that Mercy to show up and allow him to give that whole diving business another crack. I'm not entirely... Then we get back to my POV here. It's also really fun. Check this out. It's like, my Ashe, you can see she's like committed to taking out that Monk's like, nah, you're not getting away, dude. And I tried to kill this this bubble because I knew the Mercy was coming. And then the unluckiest reload, so I couldn't fully commit. And here's now the crazy part, right? You see me losing money because... HP, I'm also bleeding money all the time. But you see me losing HP because of the Zarya, and I'm like, ah, Discord Mercy, at least I can try to get the Mercy. But then I'm like, I have to back out. I back out into the hacking Graviton Surge. Monkey jumps on me with the Mercy Pocket. My Ana's like, nah, bro, I got you, fam. Strikes me with that fat healing nade. My Ashe pops the Bob to protect me. I get healed. I'm like, you don't see this kind of stuff in competitive play, let alone quick play. It's like, it's crazy, man. It's like, I played this so wrong with my positioning here. I'm trying too hard to commit to killing the bubble. Didn't pay attention to my ammo. Have to reload. I'm like, ah, crap. I really want to kill that Mercy. Out of position. Getting attacked by the Zarya. Cooldowns galore. And then there's the Bob also making sure I'm safe. Like, oh my god, dude. This team is just... Man. Shout out to this, like, entire team. You know, what are the names again? Polish, Finch, Dashlin, AZ, and Kuroki Murloc, man. Absolute just alpha chads. Absolute legends. They gave me the content. Just play with a monkey who thought was a good idea to jump Hawk 76 and Bastion. Listen here, man. Reach for the stars, okay? So he tried. When your team has more coordination than your parents parenting you, oh man. Feels bad, man. I'm not entirely sure if the enemies genuinely believed me to be the biggest problem on our team, or if they were merely trying to kill anybody at all and figured that targeting a low mobility support with the hitbox the size of a tank gave them the best chance for success. But despite all odds, any attempt they made to take me out, we continued to keep our eyes focused on the high. Yeah, that Doomfist did an oopsie right there. But despite all... I'm not entirely sure if the enemies genuinely believed me to be the biggest problem on our team, or if they were merely trying to kill anybody at all and figured that targeting a low mobility support with the hitbox the size of a tank gave them the best chance for success. Cheeky spray? The hitbox the size of... You see me? Of a tank spraying this. I think this is why I survived, honestly. Siri, I didn't say anything.
Is there something else I can help with?
No.
Okay.
I swear to God. You can tell Apple is a American-based corporation because Siri does not understand me. Where's the shot I'm looking for? Here it is. Here it is. Will Zenpai ever return, or was that video just one-off thing? Because I really want to see his anime character arc. I'm a little hesitant because Zenpai, at the time of us playing, didn't know I had a YouTube channel, but he found the video, and I feel a bit awkward about that. I just, you know, I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't like when people treat me differently in-game just because I have a YouTube channel, which is a big reason why you usually see me play on alt accounts, not on my main. So I don't really like being recognized, to be honest. Like, I don't do YouTube to, like, be famous. I just like doing what I enjoy doing, and I enjoy telling stories. I enjoy making videos. This was success. But despite all odds, I survived every and any attempt they made to take me out. We continued to keep... They made to take me out. We continued to keep our eyes focused on the high... I hate that it looks like I didn't kill him. That's such an ego thing right now. It's like, come on, bro, I killed him. Success. But despite all odds, I survived every and any attempt they made to take me out. But again, like, check out this Genji. Just like jumping in, deflecting the shotgun. The attempt they made. Like, my god, dude, this team is so good. Can you teach me to be an alpha chat god like yourself? So step 1 is you tape down your left click button. And you also remove every key on your keyboard except for W. And that's how you play the game. They inadvertently buffed Reaper when they added the biggest hitbox in the game as the best tank. Is that how it works? The Reaper Hog wars are everywhere. Doesn't the Hog just one-shot Reaper on hook? What's your opinion on skill arguments? Dude, this entire game was built to be easy. And people are getting like a knot up in their panties about which character is more difficult. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. You were their Zenpai. I know, I just don't like being treated differently just because of a YouTube channel. I don't like that. So it's like when there's somebody like in general chat in my games being like, yo dude. I mean, the thing is too that I often don't read chat while I'm playing, and I only ever see that in my recordings after the fact. Let me just adjust my chat real quick. But yeah, if somebody was like, yo dude, let's duo, man, I love your videos, it's like I appreciate them liking my videos, but I don't like people like going out of their way to like pocket me or going out of their way to focus me just because like I have a channel. Because when I tell my stories, I want them to be like all natural and organic, and it's just really weird to be like, oh yeah, so this guy played Mercy for my Zenyatta to make sure I don't die so I can get a video. Then like the entire video already has a completely different tone to it. So I try to like go in there, you know, maybe play with a friend every once in a while, but usually play solo and just like get natural and organic reactions. I wish a world where my family won't get disappointed in me when I said as a child I want to do YouTube, because in there miss my depression that college got me is better than doing YouTube. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm bad with advice, so I don't really have anything bad to say other than I'm sorry to hear that. If it makes you feel better, I'm a college dropout, and yeah, I barely make enough money to live, so maybe you shouldn't do YouTube, because like this is not very financially viable for most people. I'm hanging on to this with like, you know, everything that I have because I just love making videos. And was it not for my parents supporting me, then obviously I couldn't do this. I would have to go back to my old job, which was miserable. Kuman the Human approves of this message. Dude, I'm wondering if Barney ever found Kuman the Human again. That first video was something else, man. It really was. I love your videos, man. I left Overwatch a while ago, but your content is always really cool to see. Hey, Shockmas, thank you so much. I see a lot of comments of people saying they watch my videos even though they don't play the game anymore, which was really funny to think about, because I also watch videos of games I don't play. Like I was watching Sea of Thieves videos before I was playing the game, and I stopped playing Apex videos, but I still watch Apex videos, especially Ragtag's. Ragtag's Apex videos are really good. I guess Candy Roo is also okay. This would be funny if he was in chat. Okay, in case you guys don't understand, like Candy and I, we've been longtime friends, so yeah, I still watch Candy and Ragtag's videos, even though I don't play Apex, just because I feel like their videos are entertaining. Hopefully, I'll be viable when I'm inevitably a college dropper. So YouTube at a very young age. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to learn when it comes to YouTubing properly, and there's also a hefty dose of luck involved. In case, I mean, most people probably wouldn't know this story, but I got a jump start on YouTube. Like, I was doing YouTube for a little while already, and I was doing it for fun while I had my full-time job. And the reason I got on the map in the first place was back at the very beginning. Like, I started doing Let's Plays, and then I was doing Dirty Bomb videos. Because despite me trying to, like, play a variety of games, just the way I am, I always, like, hyper-focus on, like, 1 or 2, maybe 3 games at a time. And I ended up playing Dirty Bomb. Really loved the game. Was making content for it. And I had a lot of codes to give away because I bought a whole bunch of codes for like some cosmetic stuff, I think. I was like trying to give it away because I was like, you know, look at all these channels growing on the back of giveaways. And I saw Candy Roo's channel, who was also making Dirty Bomb videos at the time. And I was like, yo, he's also like, I think he was doing a giveaway at the time. And I had so many codes, but like no people that watch my content. So it's like, maybe I'll give him some codes. You know, maybe that's like something that can be like a conversation starter. Being like, hey dude, I've seen that, you know, you've been doing these giveaways. maybe you want to add some codes to it. Like, I got some leftover codes so you can have. And then he responded, which I didn't expect, because his channel was massive compared to mine. He responded to my message and was like, yo, dude, just keep the codes. Like, I can just give you a shout out on your own channel, and then you can give them away over there. I was just like flabbergasted. Like, Candy's like such a nice person. And he gave me a shout out back in the Dirty Bomb days on that giveaway, and that's what like got me jump started in Dirty Bomb. And when he switched to Overwatch and I switched to Overwatch, I had to start from scratch again. He got in early into the beta. I did not get beta invite to Overwatch. So I was starting from scratch again after quitting Dirty Bomb. And Candy saw that, and he gave me another shout out to help me out, and he put me on the map for Overwatch again. So he gave me 2 shout outs to make sure that like I have an audience when I was switching games. And then I got my first couple videos that were popping, which was the how to find your main video, which had over 1 million views. It's the only video I have with over 1 million views. And yeah, I have a few videos with like a few 100,000 views from that time. And that's really how like my channel started in Overwatch, was like just on the basis of like tutorials and guides and discussions. And now we're here telling stories. And I just told you the story of how my channel started. So that's that. You can see I for 10 seconds. Nah, I'm good. Rip Dirty Bomb? Yeah. Rip, indeed. That was such a good game until the developers ran it into the ground with like the most stupid decisions I've seen in my life, man. It's like they tried to kill the game. I don't know what they were doing. On God. For real, on a stack. As Echo would say. We made some like decent progress, I want to say. Like, look, this is all we have left as far as editing is concerned. We got like a couple things we gotta do here and there, but like for the most part, like almost done. It's pretty pog jam. Survived every and any attempt they made to take me out. We continued to keep our eyes focused on the high ground, taking out anybody foolish enough to peek us, and while the code began making slight... Okay, I think I have a shot for this one. I think that's a shot. Well, last time was like I have a shot for that, but I didn't have a shot for that, but this time I have a shot for that. Check this out, dude. I have a shot. Check this shot. How do you come up with that name? I mean, it's not your real name, is it? No, it's not. Okay. I said earlier, it's like a really dumb, nerdy story. We continued to keep our eyes focused on the high ground, taking out anybody foolish enough to peek us, and while the code began making slight advances towards the choke point, we were still firmly in control. And I don't know that I have the patience to tell that story, to be honest. It's like, man. It's not gonna make sense if you're not German. So that's another thing. Just know that you can definitely call me Cliff. Like, that's definitely a name I go by. And the only reason I haven't I haven't added that to my ID is because it costs money to add another name. But for all intents and purposes, Cliff is definitely my name. Terios is not. That's just like an internet thing. So yeah. Story time inside story editing videos. Dude, my voice is there, man. One day I'll probably tell the story. Maybe as like 100,000 subscriber special. Just to pretend that subscribers matter. I guess they kind of do. You know, it's like... The thing is, I feel like people put way too much weight on their subscriber count. Because what matters is like reoccurring viewership. So I care more about like... Can I get 20,000 people to watch every Overwatch stories I make? Versus, you know, can I get 60,000 people to subscribe to my channel? Because I can have 1 million subs, but then only 10,000 views per video. At which point, what do the subs do for me? And that's my point. So it's not like I'm ungrateful for the subs, and I'm always like, it gets me excited seeing people excited about the sub count. Like, there's so many people that like, congratulated me on 50 and 60k. Really makes me happy. All I'm saying is that, like, in the grand scheme of YouTube, subs don't pay the bill, but views do. So, if I donate $1,000, would you do over for 6 hours? No. You say a lot of weird things, by the way. Give me the German meme story. I've seen a ton of big channels with like 10 mil with 100k views per video. Yeah, that a lot of people, especially when they change their content, they use a huge portion of their audience, you know? Like, I mean, look at PewDiePie. PewDiePie has so many subscribers off the whole like T-Series thing. And he changed his content so often. Most people that sub to PewDiePie aren't even watching his videos. So it's like, what does the sub count do for him? He doesn't make money off the sub count. He makes money off the views he gets, so... I suppose being the biggest YouTube channel in the West is something you can advertise with, but beyond that, you know. Any flanking attempts the enemy team made were immediately shut down by my Roadhog, and I love that Roadhog. I love that entire team, man. That entire team is just so PogChamp. I don't know what the heck this guy was trying to do. Another ragdoll. The funny thing about the replay system, by the way, is that it does not replicate ragdolls. They play out in real time. So this ragdoll doesn't necessarily happen every time you play this back. So that's really funny to me. I was planning about making this a thing with a dragon, but then ended up being a really inconsequential ultimate. My Ashe with the big brain play being like, oh, there's a dragon, you say? Hold on, wait a second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Blap. Dodged it. What a god. Oh, that's why I was like busy flanking. Ah, here's the Roadhog. Okay. There we go. Any flanking attempts the enemy team made were immediately shut down by my Roadhog, and with the enemy Doomfist taken out, I figured that Okay. Man, feels Fred, man. That guy was not having a fun game. I swear he spent more time dead than alive this game. And with the enemy Doomfist taken out, I figured that I could be so bold as to go into flank myself. Of course. And this is where we're gonna end it. So, you're missing the last 3 minutes of this match, essentially. I guess I didn't show you the intro, but yeah. There's gonna be some spawn camping. There's gonna be some Zenyatta flanking. Let me just say, if Jeff didn't want Zenyatta to be a flanker, he would have given him footsteps. So, thank everybody so much for hanging out. Laurent, your 10 euro super chat does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have fun. It's always fun hanging out with you. And yeah, I'm bad. I'm really horrible at these these outros, so to speak. And I do not have an outro screen. I'm a horrible streamer. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hope you have a wonderful day. And this video, if everything goes right, is gonna come out tomorrow. Watch out. I'm trying to get content out every Friday. Every Friday, 8 p.m. Central European Summertime. So right now, but tomorrow, essentially. We're going to be switching it up. We're going to do Overwatch, then Sea of Thieves, then Overwatch, and Sea of Thieves. And I hope I can keep up the pace and give you guys more content than ever before. More story content than ever before. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, hope to see you all next time.